guys, your Mikerowchip here playing Run 8.
Train Simulator 3.
And this is the A-Line episode 59. And here we are in, actually we're in, I was going to say Pecan Yard. This is actually not Pecan Yard. That's back just a little bit over that way. And this is the Georgia Pacific Yard. And we are sorting cars here. Here we got this one here that is empty. Big old 0 right there. And it's going to go on this track right over here. We can look way away and say, yep, it's empty. I can tell all the way from over here. That's an empty car. Okay. Let's grab on here. Grab on it. Put her in forward. Give her some juice. Oh, you know what, though? I got to put engine HUD up. There we go. Now we got it. And off we go. Got just a few more cars to, you can see here, to shunt where they need to go here in the Georgia Pacific Yard. And then we'll go back up to Pecan and grab on to some more. All right. Here we go. Watching somebody else play this game earlier. They're doing the California route, and they showed me there's a way to turn off the cursor, the little crosshairs there, the red crosshairs. Whenever I click on my right mouse button, it turns on. But I kind of like the crosshairs. So there goes that. Now what's this one here? This one here. Why is this one set normal? That's not normal. I mean, it is normal, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so we got 2 switches to throw here. This one should be reversed. That one should be reversed, right? But it's still normal? Yeah. Okay, must have had cars sitting on this track last time we were over this way. We're going to walk over here. We're going to grab onto this. And we're going to give Smiling Jimmy the hand signals to start moving. I hear movement happening. And we'll come over here and we'll put this one on. Look at all of those tankers. Georgia Pacific is big into tankers. They're tanker people. I don't know what that means. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look at the knuckle. It is closed. Awesome. I don't think there's an animation where they're open, right? I mean, it is. Angle cock is open. A couple of actions. So they just. Oh, okay. Well, let's pay attention here just a little bit anyway. Let's do some braking. Let's do a little bit of braking here. There we go. This might hit a little slow, but I'm going to be all right with it if it does. Good. Here we go. You know, I was watching this other person was kicking cars, which I don't do. I don't know. I kind of like pushing them around. But anyway, and they were keeping the little window up for the coupler that comes up here. I'll show it to you. I mean, I know you've seen it before, but see this little window that comes up? He was keeping that up there, and as they were going down the track, he could set and release the handbrake, even though he was really far away, which is crazy. He was also, because it was bottled, so he was partially and everything else slowing it down. That was kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that. All right, but now we're going to set this handbrake, and then we got to give ourselves a bump, which seems odd. Maybe it stopped too quickly. There we go. And then we'll open it. Keep this over here. We'll close it and open it. Closing, opening, all that good stuff. And now in reverse. Here we go. Okay, now this one I believe is going to be full. And that's my full ones right there, right? Yeah. 103. This one's what? 96. Kind of cool. They don't fill up the same, huh? Jump on there. Still under 5 miles an hour. That was good. These are all the full ones here, and those are empties there on that track. Alrighty, and then we got another wood chip hopper here. Looks like it's probably full. It's probably going to go right on with this one right here. These two right here. 3. I don't know how many are in this line. Is there going to be a 4th? Why not? If you're going to make me look dumb, you might as well just do it all the way. There we go. I only underestimated by 3 small wood chip hoppers. Here we go now. Let's ease off on the throttle. Then we'll start our braking sequence. Go. I don't know. There we go. Okay. And I think, are these set correctly for me to go all the way back? I don't think so. This one's supposed to be reversed. I think that's for this track. It's not this track here. No, that's for that one there. Yeah, it's got to be this track here has got to be set to reverse. So we'll write it back there. I'm not walking all the way over there. What are you, crazy? All right, put it forward. And let's twizzle the old throttle. That's fancy talk for pull back on the throttle. Self a drink. Head on out. Oh, yeah, when it's only pushing and pulling a few cars, this thing's got some giddy up to her. I did remember to put it into switcher 1 mode. Which, again, I believe is the higher torque mode. But I don't know that. All right. I'll check to make sure I'm doing this right. I think these got stripes on it, and the tank I'm on now has got a stripe on it. Yeah, so I think this is... But we'll double check. Takes just a second. All right, let's stop right here because I got to throw the switch. There's no getting around it. Got to do it. There we go. That one's got 96,000 something or another. That one's got 96,000 something or another in it. All right. For our purposes, it doesn't matter, but really as a railroad, you should probably know. In fact, you have to know. I think that's even a federal law, right? You got to know if it's volatile or not, if it's flammable or not. So you got to know what's in it. Because if it derails, then you got to know what you got to do, if anything, to make whatever it's covering safer, you know, as it spills out into the environment. Like if I'm the engineer and we derail, or actually probably the conductor and we derail, do I need to grab the fire extinguisher as I'm heading back there? Or do I only need to grab like just a ton of paper towel and head on back for the cleanup effort? All right, this thing should be full, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Go. Stop that right here. Now, this I can see why there'd be coupler strain on it. Man, there is. Give me a bump. Nice. There we go. Open the coupler. Come over here. Open the coupler. Close. Other direction. Beautiful. And back we go. So far, so good. Everything's working just lovely. Now, we don't have to go back very far here. As you can see, it's just one track over. Family line system. That's a cool looking car. Got about a car length and a half before we get there. 5.5 car length. Not too much brake. There we go. Get on down. There it is. Get on up. Here we go. Do a little bailing. Nicely done. That was one of my best bails yet. Ram these home here. Or this. It's only one. These implies there's more than one. And we'll jump off. Come back over here. Put in the ear protection. Just in time. Do a little cheating. There you go. And brake cylinders. There we go. Bail the brake cylinder. How many times do I got to do that? Alrighty. Looks like we got a full tanker and then 2 empties. That's what I think we're looking at here. Set it. There we go. Open the coupler. Close the angle cock. Open the coupler. Other way. Oh, before we go, though, let's see. These should be empty, empty, and full. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, the couplers never actually open. The knuckles are always closed. Which seems like, I don't know. Would should that be a detail they had worked into this? Seems like it should be. I mean, it's not a very important detail in my mind, but how detailed everything else is, you would think. Maybe they just said, no, it takes up too much programming. And it's not worth it. And if that's the case, then I'm going to agree with that assessment. If I get better frame rates, then I'm gonna go with the better frame rates. Visuals are important, but only to a point in my mind. All right. So we'll stick this one on here. The next 2 go on there. And then we're back to Pecan Yard. Go. Give it a push. Good man. Smiling Jimmy. He's good. Oh, I still... Oh, no, it's not. It took longer than I thought to stop. I thought I still had it in notch 1. Okay. There we go. 2 more moves to do. Back it up past the switch. Ram it into that track there. That's all she wrote. But for this chapter only. We've got a lot more chapters to do yet. Remember correctly, that cut we're breaking up in Pecan Yard still has quite a few cars on it. While I'm doing this course, I'm completely neglecting the rest of the railway. That's the way it goes. That one should already be in reverse. It is. There we go. I got schmutz. There we go. It's the last 2 cars. And then we'll go get another 15. It's a long line right here. Picking up a lot of waste, something or another. We take a look at our our MP 15. Nice. Nice. There you go. Hurry up. You've not much time before this thing flies away. Yes, yeah, you can do that. I didn't know you could do that from that far. Can't. You was doing it from far away, though. Nope, it's not working. Maybe it's because I'm hanging on to this thing. That may very well be what it is. Okay, we got to do yard speed, though. All right. How do you, I forget how you... Oh, there it is. There, I moved. Can't move down there, I guess, huh? There, I moved down there. Oh, I did move down there. Got them on the wrong side. That's all right. I'm trying to see when this level crossing was coming, but I can see it from here. Smiling Jimmy ain't gonna help. Wow, should have warned you on that one. You ready now? Yeah, that's loud. Folks, how are you doing? Everything good? You gotta remember to practice good public relations. All right, there's the scrap yard switch. On around the corner we go. Let's go back up this way now. Oh, wow, that worked really well there, didn't it? Hey, get me down there. Oh, down there. Down here. I want to do it. Am I good still? I'm good still. There we go. I'll get off here with that. Yeah, back up now. There we go. How come my light isn't on? The light switches aren't working. Or then I just can't tell it. I don't know. Throw this way. And it doesn't look like the lights are coming on. What? Nope. Nope. Okay. What if I do this? Nope. Forget about it. Forget about it. Just get on. Let's go. Here we are. Again, so there's those two engines that brought us here in the first place. They'll sit here until there's a load to take out, which we're actually building for them right now. And then it's going to be the cut on the far left. This should be set over. Yep, it is. How long is the cut on the far left? It doesn't look too terribly long. We may almost be done here. I don't remember that being the case. All right. This first switch to be in reverse. It is. Very good. You got it. Now all of a sudden that cut looks a lot longer. I might have seen the cars on another track. Oh, it's not too overly long. Look at this, huh? What's the chances? Woo! Amtrak, baby. Yeah. That's nice. I'm a little overexcited. All right, pull that into here now. Looking for gaps. That's what we're looking for. Georgia Pacific. Not sure where the A comes from. I think all the businesses have a 3-letter designation. They're just trying to make it 3 letters. All right. Let's see what we got here. This is a gap right away. That's exactly what we need. And then a 768. Now, where are the 768s? Right there. Yeah. One of these is going back. The other one is not. I never remember. Pecan Yard, it's the 767s that are staying. Okay, so these are going back. All right, so we're gonna put this on the 768, and then we have this one here, which is a 767. Yeah. Then we have another gap. Okay, so let's pull forward. That, or I'm sorry, back up. That one there. Here we go. Did I? I did. Or if I F7, F5 did, so that I can keep rolling. Now from here, it looks like the cut's a lot longer than I thought. Move it on. You zoom and it looks shorter. All right, so this is a gap. Yep. This is a 768. The 8s are over here. Yep. 767s are over there. Yep. We got a 767. Of course, because why would they be in any kind of a helpful order? And then we got another gap. So we got to get these two cars out of the way so we can get the two gaps together. We're going to break it right in front of the gap. Go. So it stops. There we are. Set the handbrake. Open the coupler. Open the coupler. Angle cock. Continue backwards. There we go. This is a what now? 767, which goes on fire track. That one's set correctly, but the one obviously we're about to run over, well, that one's set. I forgot about that one. It's not set correctly. This one is reversed because there's no other way we could have got down that track unless it was. Okay. That's a 767 followed by 768, correct? There's a 768. There's a 767. You, my man, are a steely-eyed missile man. That has nothing to do with missiles. So good. The old Pecan Yard office. There we go. Slow it down just a wee bit more. Do a little jump off here. I like this blue color on this one. It's unusual. But they spilt something too. Don't put your lips on it and you'll be all right. That's a, oh, yeah, that is good. Center beam car is the next track over. This is a 768. That's, yeah, that one's got to go one track over. Gotcha. That'll do. We're going to need a bump. You're going to need more independent brake. Jeez, okay. Here we go. Oh, no. There you go. Very good. Open it. Close it. Did I open this side? I did not, but I don't really need to. I'm going to do it. Now the direction. There we go. Bailage. Nice. I should fly up high now and see how much room we got on both these tracks on 767 and 768. Come to a stop here. Leap off, do this, and then let's do some flying. We're up and away. What do we got here? Okay, we got enough room for like on 767 about, I don't know, 8 cars? 768, get out of Dodge. We got a ton. course, we're not in a Dodge, but you get my meaning. So let's go back over here. Back to where we were. Down scope. There we go. And let's put this one right in here. Neat as a button. There we go. And here we go. It was a double here you go incident. I didn't want to use the word incident. Situation, that's where I wanted to go. Yeah, you got to think on your feet. You got to be quick. And I just was not quick enough. Okay, come right in here. So after all those moves, we will now have one gap. Here we go. I always, when I'm doing this now, I'm thinking, okay, everything's going smooth and everything. And then I started thinking to myself, what was I doing before? Because I remember on some of my earlier videos, I could not get the trains to move. I couldn't get, I was doing things that were wrong. And I'm thinking to myself, what was I doing wrong? It just gives me more reason to go back and look at my old videos, see what I was doing wrong. Every video I watch, whether it's me or not, I make some money off of, huh? Huh? How's that? But the money's just a cherry on top. And it's not a lot of money. I'll tell you that right now. So. To me, it's more like a video game. I mean, obviously I cash out the money, I take it. But it's fun to see if I, which one of my videos, like I have in a spreadsheet, which of my videos have netted me the most money, and what the all-time winners are. What are they off the top of my head? I don't know. But it's fun to see if, when a particular video gets released, how much money it makes, and if that's my new all-time high or what. It's fun. Okay, so what do we got here now? We got a 767, then we got a 768, and then we got another gap. Okay, so we're going to pull up to the tanker. So we got 2 gaps in a row right here. Let's back this up. Looking to get to 15. Let's do some bailing. On our way back. I mentioned this, I think, in the C&O Hinton, but someone had was watching one of my older Run 8 videos, and they're schooling me on the way the signals are supposed to be read, with approach, medium, and all that stuff. And at the time, I didn't know, and I know a little bit more now, but let's not get cocky. But I keep saying high green, and they asked me, they put their comment, they're not really sure what I mean by high green. And then I immediately thought to myself, yeah, I'm not either. I thought it just meant because it's the green's the highest on the 3-aspect signal. But isn't that the only place it would be green? So, yeah, high green doesn't make too much sense. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, let's make sure again. Yeah, that's the gap. So, yeah. So I'm going to stop saying high green. Although I did ask them, I don't think they answered me. Well, what if you have 2 3 aspects signals sitting on top of one another? So like there's like 6 lights in a stack total. Whoa, no, 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 no. The other way. There we go. Okay. And this is a what now? This is a 768. So that's going to be on the near track. You know. And we're already set up for the near track. So yeah, if you had 2 3 aspect signals, one on top of the other, then I think the bottom one would be green if I was doing the crossover, right? If I was going onto the other track that it was protecting. And if I had a straight ahead, you know, keep the switch normal, then it would be a high green, right? Meaning the green is on the very top of the top aspect. So it's a high green as opposed to a mid green if I was doing a crossover. I don't know. But in any case, as I've said many times before, and I'll say it again, love it when people comment. I am not too proud to take any advice and or knowledge from somebody else. Nope, the Amtrak 129. Was that the one that just passed me? I don't know. Rode right off the board. Right off the map. All right. I don't know how many of these we're putting on this track. I know this first one. I think the next one up is 767. So the same set of moves, just in reverse. This one, then this one, instead of this one, then that one. Seven 6-8, and this one here is a 767. Yep. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Let's go. Fail. Thank you. One before that should be a gap. Yes, it is. So after these sets of moves, we'll have 2 cars. Go. Here. Give me a bump. Open the coupler. Open the coupler. Close. There we go. Just doing some drilling, doing some shunting. With purpose in mind. There we go. Very repetitive work. And to me, that's part of the allure of it. I don't know why. It's just... It's nice to have your work cut out for you, I guess, right? You know what you have to do. You just have to go do it. And, of course, in real life, you're earning bucks. Although I guess I am, too, doing this. Not as much as you would as if... Not nearly as much as you would if you were out actually doing it. There we go. Let's give it a push. That's got a little more weight to it. And that'll do. Get in there. Oh, easy now. Open that up. Open this up. Close that off. Other direction. There we go. And we're on our way. Because we've been in this yard now for I don't know how many episodes. I haven't had to worry about signals. I don't know how long. Which can have its, well, it does have its detrimental side, and that is I start to forget what all the signals are. But I do have that signal cheat sheet from the depot, so no biggie. Go. We'll stop this up here. Oh. Too much. Tried to eyeball it. I got a bad eyeball. There you go. Now you got it. Throw it. Don't you know it? All right, so we got 2 tankers. Which means we got to find another 13 cars before we can go down to the Georgia Pacific Yard once again. We know this tanker will make number 3. What's behind it? I don't know. Get off. There we go. Okay, here we have... That's a gap. That's right, okay. That's a gap. That's a gap. Ooh, that's a gap. Then this one. Then what's after that? Another gap. So we got to go... Yeah. Pull all the way out to... Is that a Burlington Northern? I think that's a Burlington Northern. The grain hopper, the covered grain hopper, Burlington Northern. Take that one with us. Got quite a few gaps in a row here. Nice. Fall into the gap. Gap. It's a run 8 gap. Yep, it's a Burlington Northern 767. The fire track, which is set already. Look at me go. Then this should be another gap right here if I did it right. It is. Gap boxcar. Or a boxy, as no one calls it. Here we go. Oh. Easy now. That and this. This and this. Now, I did say this was a 767, right? I did say that, yes. Okay, here we go. Continuing onward. And we'll stick it on the 767. So this one's already set correctly. Well, this one's got to be, right? I haven't switched this one in a while. Just the one that we're on now that we're going to have to throw the other way. I'll throw the other way. I'll throw the other way. Go. And stop. we go. We're on our way. I remember a while ago, too, when I was working in the rice yard here, I kept using the train brake. And someone, I've mentioned this several times, but they come out and say, you got to stop using the train brake. That's your problem. And now when I think about it, I think to myself, yeah, why was I using the train brake so much? It's funny. It's funny how when you gain knowledge and you do it, you know, again and again and again, you start wondering, what the heck was I thinking? Wish you could click on these cars while I'm hanging on here, just to, you know, get an idea as to what's going on, what's coming. But no, it won't let me. Okay, slow this down now. Very good. Very lovely. All right. You know, I'm just noticing right here, right now. Let me cheat here. As I of course, on this side, it's hard to tell how far back you want to push it because you can't see this car. Look at this conveniently placed board. I'll just back up those first set of trucks to the tip of that board. And that should get it done. Look at those people at Run 8. They thought of everything. Strategically placed boards. You use that in real life? They put a little marker down so they know how far back they want them? Because you're obstructed? Because you're obstructed view? Come on. Oh, no. Okay, we got to set it. Give me a bump. Here we go. Open it up. Do this. Open it up and close it. Let's head in the other direction. Just to make sure this is a gap. Yes, it is. Run 8 Western. Okay. Let's stop that right here because we're going to do a little bit of flying again. Get an update on our track. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know. We got about another 5 cars in there. We don't have very many more to sort. How about that? Oop. Then we'll slowly fly back here. Then we'll land. Now we're at the end of the video because we are in the butter zone right now. I can't believe how fast that went, but that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys had a lot of fun. You probably did if you're still watching. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? You don't like the fact that Run 8 has Western on here when we are obviously on the East Coast, Florida. Well, this just may not be the channel for you.